Hello everyone, I'm here with another deck profile, and it's on Mayael the Anima. This is my friend's EDH deck. Her ability is you pay 6, you look at the top 5 cards of your library, and you put a creature card with power 5 or greater from among them onto the battlefield. And then the rest goes in the bottom of your library in any order. What I like about her is that your opponent can't counter the creatures that come into play because it's an ability, so you're not casting them, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, lands a Command Tower, awesome card. Jungle Shrine, Wooded Foothills, super good. Temple Garden, Center Glade, Wooded Bastion, Battlefield Forge, Temple of Plenty, nice card. Mossward Bridge, this card is awesome because it's a hideaway card, and usually in most games you'll always have creatures with power 10 or greater usually. Terramorphic Expense, Evolving Wilds, Myriad Landscape, and Temple of the False Gods. These are all the non-basics. For the basics, we'll run 9 mountains, 10 bosques, I know, that's forest, awesome card, and 11 plains. So, yeah. On to the other stuff for the deck. Soul Ring, Girl Signet, Swift Boots, just to protect Mayael or other creatures. Lightning Greaves, again, just a protection. Illusionary Bracers, this card is amazing with Mayael the Anima because not only do you get to look for one creature, but use her, essentially you use her ability 2 times, which is super cool. Scroll Rack, if you have creatures in your hand that you don't want and you have Mayael out, you can stack those, so it's awesome. Commander Sphere gives you color and draw. Lands tap for whatever color. This card lets you cheat stuff into play from your hand. It's really nice. Birthing Pod, you know, it's a super good card. You pay 2, sacrifice a creature, and search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice creature. So, like, say, for example, you sacrifice a creature that's a 7-drop. Yeah, essentially you look for a creature that's 8 that costs 8 mana. So, yeah, that's just an example. Super good card. Gilded Lotus, nice ramp. Hammer of Peripheros, this card, and Fires of Yavimaya, these cards give your creatures haste because when you play them, they have summoning sickness, so, you know, get some couple of damage into the, when they come out. It's awesome. Exploration. Lurking Predators, this card is amazing. Whenever your opponent casts literally anything, you move the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you put it on the bottom of your library. So it's a little mini Mayael, I guess, but it's awesome because, you know, the more your opponent's cast, the more, you know, you get to pretty much play whatever. It's awesome. Ewit, pretty much just return stuff from your graveyard to the battlefield. Wooded Elves, just play extra force from hand. This card's a little, it's a mini Mayael. You pay 3, you fill the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you put it onto the battlefield. So this card's awesome because it doesn't have to be a power 5 or greater. So, yeah. Elvish Piper, it's another mini Mayael, except you cheat cards from your hand instead of the deck. So, yeah, really nice. So this card, what it does is pretty much your creatures can't be blocked unless it's your opponent blocks with 2 or more. So yeah, this card's awesome. Naya, God of the Hunt, pretty much your creatures have trample. Really nice. Seedworm Muse, this card is amazing with Mayael, equipped with the Illusioner's Bracers. So let's just slap 2 things on every turn. It's super crazy good. Kill it. Alright, Heroic Caller's Beast, this card's awesome. You pretty much look at the top 5 cards, you put all creature cards from among them onto your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order, or you can -3 to cheat a green creature from your hand to the battlefield. And then its ult is that whenever you cast a creature card, you search the library for a creature card and you put it onto the battlefield. So yeah, then after that you shuffle. So it's really powerful. Alright, now onto the creatures that Mayael the Anima goes and gets. If you haven't noticed, it's kind of something strange about this deck, but you'll see hopefully by the end of the video, and if you have not caught it yet, kudos to you. Alright, Bear of the Heavens. This card, when it dies, pretty much destroys everything. With this card in Avacyn now, like, super good. So like, say you play this card and you kill it somehow, or your opponent kills it, and then you just cheat an Avacyn in, and it's like, okay, well, my stuff stays and everyone else's just dies. Super powerful. This card's awesome because you don't have to cast it, but you can just cheat it into play from your hand. When it does, you remove all artifacts from the game. So, really good. This card pretty much says haste, and you can pay 7, and if you do, you can tap on all the untapped creatures, and then they get an additional combat. So, awesome. This card, it's pretty much a lightning bolt, each upkeep. So, it's really powerful. When this card enters the battlefield, you choose each opponent, and you take control of one of their creatures, you untap it, and you tap them. Super nice. This card, if your opponent would board wipe, you essentially just pay 1, and it has to be a creature power 5 or greater. So you can't like protect Mayael from board wipes, but you can protect your other bigger creatures. So still really good. Whenever it attacks, whenever it deals damage, you make a copy of this. So really nice. Bane of Progress. Oh, sorry. This card is not meant to be here, but sorry. It's in the wrong place. Bane of Progress. So pretty much what this card does is like destroys all artifacts when it enters the battlefield and enchantments, and you put counters on this card. So Mayael can't use this card to search because it's not power 5 or greater, but when he comes into play, usually it's a pretty big monster. So this card gives all your stuff hexproof, and your opponent can't gain, and they lose hexproof. This card, when it dies, you exile this card, and pretty much you return 2 creature cards at random to your grave, from your graveyard to the battlefield. Zendikar, really good. Craterhoof, this card is really brutal. Essentially, it's part of the win con in the deck. It's just like gives all your stuff pump and just trample and haste. Yeah, super good. When this card deals damage to an opponent, it deals damage to each other opponent. So like, if you attack someone that's wide open, you deal that much damage to each other. It's really nice. This card, as long as you control your commander, pretty much all your other creatures get pumped and has trample. So super nice. When this card dies, you put 3 5/5 tokens, and then when this card is put in the graveyard from anywhere, you shuffle it to your library. Sun Titan, straightforward, super nice. Good card. ETBs exile up to 3 things, and you can even also target stuff from the graveyards. And then when this card leaves, you return the exiled cards to their owner's hands. Avacyn gives all your stuff indestructible, super nice. Creatures can't attack you, super funny. Blocks down a lot of decks, especially Voltrons. Akroma, Angel of Wrath. This card is just super powerful. Yeah, so even if it attacks, it doesn't tap when it's attacking. So really nice. Iona, super mean card, but it just locks down your opponents like crazy. Super good. Xenagos pretty much gives all your creatures, gives one creature haste and pumps equal to that creature's power. So that's until the end of turn. So this card is amazing. Sigarda makes your opponent not let you sack stuff, or spells and abilities your opponent control can't make you sack stuff. Sorry. Omnav, super fun card. Whenever you play a land, that's why there's so many lands in this deck. But not only that, but because Mayael costs, her ability costs 6. But whenever you play a land, you put a 5/5 red-green elemental token, and whenever this card or that elemental token dies, you get to lightning bolt something. This card, whenever dragon controls attacks, it gets double strike. So really nice. Another dragon. Pretty much your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. Super nice. Flying and lifelink. Scylla, another win con pretty much in the deck, because you'll deal double damage, and whatever damage dealt to you is half. So really nice. When this card enters the battlefield, you deal 5 damage, divided to any creatures or planeswalkers your opponent controls. So really nice. Nova Blast Worm, this card is super good, especially with Avacyn. Feels like all your stuff stays, but all your opponent's stuff just like says bye. Yeah, super good. So Hogkite, this card just destroys stuff. Like if you attack and you your opponent has like 4 drops, 3 drops, or a bunch of like 1 drops or 2, whatever it is, you pay X into that, and it destroys all our stuff. So it's really good because that's flying, so really good evasion. This card, when when you cast this card, you can exile 2 permanents. And when this card attacks, it doesn't have to hit, it just has to attack. The defending player has to exile the top 20 cards of his or her library. So that's devastating. It's just like, that's insane. This card, whenever you cast Cause of Life, Return of Truth, you can draw 4 cards, but when it attacks and before blockers are dealt, your opponent has to sacrifice 4 things. When this card is put in the graveyard from anywhere, you shuffle it to your library. Yeah, so if you have not noticed anything unusual or whatever, this deck does not run sorceries or instants. The reason being is because that was the drum roll. Primal Surge. This card is absolutely outstanding, especially in EDH. Once this card is resolved and your opponent can't literally do anything about it, and then they've used all of their resources, this card is just amazing. Exile the top card of your library. If it is a permanent card, you may put it onto the battlefield, and if you do, repeat this process. There is no instance of sorceries, just like I said, this is the only sorcery in the deck, in the whole entire deck, so everything is a permanent. So, just like playing everything and just like, you just win. So it's a super powerful card. Alright, this is my friend's EDH deck, Mayael the Anima. Let me know what you think. It's super fun. It's really scary to play against. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Okay, bye!